Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is March 22nd, 2023. And I have an update for you guys. I just want to let everybody know about the new moon and the beginning of the new year that is going to be tomorrow, March 23rd. I want to show you a couple sources here, and just so that everybody can see, there should be no doubt where we are as far as the new year beginning tomorrow, March 23rd. This is Paleo Times, and what they do here at this site is they look for the new moon, and they have showing here that the new moon is likely to be visible on the 22nd of March. That is today. They were hoping for the sighting of the new moon today, but there have been no reports so far. Share your new moon sighting. There's no reports in as of today, March 22nd. Now, I've got another site here, which is called renewedmoon.com. They do the same thing. And they were also expecting the new moon to be on March 22nd. There have been no reports so far. The new moon is still pending, okay? And as far as the barley report, the Aviv barley report, there have been two separate search groups that have reported Aviv barley being found within the land of Israel. The first, reported by Becca Biderman, was received on March 6th with images of barley fields in the northern Negev claiming to be Aviv. However, there were no descriptions of the condition of the heads and whether it met the conditions below for Aviv. However, this patch has had several days to become mature. Deborah Gordon and her team also reported Aviv barley on March 19th with various images and video also from the northern Negev in a fully organic, although cultivated field. Okay, so there have been two reports that the barley is Aviv. So just to let everybody know that this renewed moon has shown here that March 22nd was going to be the new moon, and there has been no new moon sighted. Now, I've got another video here, and this is a report from Israel today that there was no new moon seen for March 22nd, 2023.
We've got complete cloud cover tonight, and me and my camera, we did not see the new moon tonight. That would be your two witnesses, would be myself and the camera. Myself to take the picture and the camera to verify it. Anyway, guys, no new moon was seen tonight.
So there you have three witnesses about no new moon sighted in Israel on March 22nd, and the new moon and the new year will begin on March 23rd, 2023. Now, here are a few Bible verses about the new moon. 1 Samuel 20, verse 5. David said unto Jonathan, Behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat, but let me go that I may hide myself in the field unto the third day at even. Then Jonathan said to David, Tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seat will be empty. 1 Samuel 20, 24. So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat him down to eat meat. 2 Kings 4:23. And he said, Wherefore wilt thou go to him today? It is neither new moon nor Sabbath. And she said, It shall be well. 1 Chronicles 23:31. And to offer all burnt sacrifices unto the Lord in the Sabbaths, in the new moons, and on the set feasts, by number, according to the order commanded unto them continually before the Lord. 2 Chronicles 2:4. Behold, I build a house to the name of the Lord my God, to dedicate it to him, and to burn before him sweet incense, and for the continual showbread, and for the burnt offerings morning and evening on the Sabbaths and on the new moons, and on the solemn feast of the Lord our God. This is an ordinance forever to Israel. 2 Chronicles 8:13. Even after a certain rate every day, offering according to the commandment of Moses on the Sabbaths and on the new moons and on the solemn feasts, 3 times in the year, even in the feast of unleavened bread and in the feast of weeks and in the feast of tabernacles. 2 Chronicles 31:3. He appointed also to the king's portion of his substance for the burnt offerings, to wit, for the morning and evening burnt offerings, and the burnt offerings for the Sabbaths, and for the new moons, and for the set feasts, as it is written in the law of the Lord. Ezra 3:5. And afterward offered the continual burnt offering, both of the new moons, and of all the set feasts of the Lord that were consecrated, and of every one that willingly offered a freewill offering unto the Lord. Nehemiah 10:33. For the showbread, and for the continual meat offering, and for the continual burnt offering of the Sabbaths, of the new moons, for the set feasts, and for the holy things, and for the sin offerings, to make an atonement for Israel, and for all the work of the house of our God. Psalm 81:3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day. Isaiah 1:13. Bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting. Isaiah 1:14. Your new moons and your appointed feasts my soul hateth. They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. Isaiah 66:23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. Ezekiel 45:17. And it shall be the prince's part to give burnt offerings and meat offerings and drink offerings in the feasts and in the new moons and in the Sabbaths, in all solemnities of the house of Israel. He shall prepare the sin offering and the meat offering and the burnt offering and the peace offerings to make reconciliation for the house of Israel. Ezekiel 46:1. Thus saith the Lord God, the gate of the inner court that looketh toward the east shall be shut the 6 working days, but on the Sabbath it shall be opened, and in the day of the new moon it shall be opened. Ezekiel 46:3. Likewise, the people of the land shall worship at the door of this gate before the Lord in the Sabbaths and in the new moons. Ezekiel 46:6. And in the day of the new moon it shall be a young bullock without blemish, and 6 lambs and a ram, they shall be without blemish. Hosea 2:11. I will also cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. Amos 8:5. Saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit. Colossians 2:16. Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink, or in respect of any holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days. So in all these videos that I have been sharing with you over the last days, I have been pointing to March 20th through March 23rd, and now we have the confirmation that the new moon sighting and the beginning of the new year will be March 23rd, 2023. I will leave all of these videos in the description box, linked for you. If you have not seen the information pointing to March 20th through March 23rd, then we have one more day to consider everything. We are hoping for quite possibly the rapture of the church and the beginning of the Great Tribulation before the beginning of the new year. Tomorrow night, March 23rd, at the new moon and the true Sabbath. May your flight be not in winter, not on March 21st, and not on the Sabbath, which is March 23rd. So between the end of winter and the beginning of the new year. We have one day in between, and that is where we are right now. So we are just sharing this information with you and confirming with you that the new moon will not be sighted until March 23rd. I pray you guys are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with the trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.